KBS has revealed that over $1 million in withdrawals were made from Kyungham Enterprises affiliates between 2011 and 2012, a period of important national elections. President Park Geun-hye held a summit with the president of Turkmenistan in Seoul. The two leaders agreed to boost cooperation between their two countries. And Tuesday marks the beginning of the official memorial period for the first anniversary of the Seoul ferry sinking. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Tuesday, April 14th. I'm Luke Clary. A KBS investigation has discovered roughly $1.4 million in withdrawals from Kyungham Enterprises affiliates between 2011 and 2012. The prosecution noted that major political events, such as a general election and presidential race, took place over those 2 years.
The prosecution has confirmed that nearly $3 million of questionable nature have been drawn out of Kyungham Enterprises affiliates from October 2007 to October 2014. The prosecution has obtained a statement from an accounting executive who claims to have withdrawn the money on the late Kyungnam chairman Sung Wan-jong's order and given it to the company chief. Most of the withdrawals were made between 2011 and 2012. Money was withdrawn from the affiliates in hundreds or thousands of dollars from year 2007 to 2010. But from January 2011 to December 2012, every withdrawal was suddenly in tens of thousands of dollars. The fund withdrawn over the 2 years amount to roughly $1.4 million, almost half of the total outflow of $2.9 million. A special investigative team probing the so-called Sung Wan-jong list is noting the fact that when large sums of money were taken out of Kyungnam affiliates from 2011 to 2012, Kyungnam Enterprises had completed its workout process and a number of major political events took place. The investigation team plans to summon Kyungnam accounting officials shortly to find out why unusually large amounts of money were taken out over the 2 years and where it was spent.
President Park Geun-hye held a summit with the president of Turkmenistan in Seoul on Monday. The two leaders agreed to boost cooperation between their countries in energy, construction, finance, and investment.
Trade between South Korea and Turkmenistan has grown by a factor of 25 since the two countries established diplomatic ties in 1992. The heads of the two countries stressed that the combination of South Korea's capital and technology and Turkmenistan's abundant resources will further boost cooperation.
우리 관계는 아주 비약적으로 발전을 하고 있고 또 경제 분야는 물론이고 제반 분야에서 호혜적인 상생 협력이 확대되고 있습니다.
The 청와대 announced that the two countries signed an MOU on a scale of $6 billion aimed at building gas liquefaction plants and modernizing oil refineries. A separate MOU on financial cooperation and an accord to prevent double taxation were also approved to support corporate activity. South Korea will also support Turkmenistan's hosting of the 2017 Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games by boosting personnel and cultural exchange. Additionally, the two countries agreed to upgrade the South Korea Central Asia Cooperation Forum, a vice-ministerial-level group launched in 2007, to a ministerial-level consultative body.
Tuesday marked the beginning of the official memorial period for the first anniversary of the Seoul ferry sinking. Koreans are remembering the tragedy on a national level, with many visiting Pangmok Harbor in Jindo to pray for the victims.
A memorial altar for the victims of the Seoul accident has been set up at Pangmok Harbor in Jindo. A steady stream of visitors came to the harbor in spite of the rain to pray for the victims. They can't help tearing up as they see the photos of young student victims. A man plays a soulful tune with his harmonica to wish them eternal happiness in heaven.
계속해서 마음속에 그 어떤 그것을 참기가 참 어려워요. 그래서 하모니카 연주를 또다시 하게 됐습니다.
People also stopped by the 170-meter-long Wall of Memories. Honoring the victims, the memorial wall is made up of tiles with drawings and messages sent from all across the country. Visitors weep in mourning for the victims as they read each of the stories written on more than 5,000 tiles.
너무 눈물 나고 너무 안타깝고 그러네요. 정부가 얼른 나서서 어떻게 일을 좀 봐야지.
On Monday alone, roughly 500 visitors came to the seawall at Paekmokhang Harbor, where yellow ribbons tied in memory of the victims flutter in the wind.
A series of sinkholes, cases when the ground suddenly gives way, have been reported recently across Seoul, and those who have experienced a sinkhole accident complain about serious psychological trauma afterward.
After getting off a bus, a man and a woman fall suddenly into a hole 3 meters deep. A 25-ton truck collapses sideways onto a pedestrian sidewalk. They were sudden, unpredictable accidents. A man in his 20s fell into a hole 2 meters deep. He is now so frightened that he can only look down at the ground as he walks. Eventually, he decided to seek medical attention. An examination lasting more than 3 hours revealed that he is in a pre-stage of post-traumatic stress disorder.
아무런 예상도 못한 상태에서 불현도 나타났기 때문에 트라우마로서 작용하는 것은 자명한 사실인 것 같습니다.
Approximately 3,300 sinkholes have been reported across Seoul over the past 5 years. In particular, the Songpa, Guro, and Jung districts are categorized as regions of high risk. In most cases, the holes formed when the ground sank due to worn-out sewage pipes. Replacing the sewage pipes is made difficult by a limited budget. Citizens' concerns are mounting over the continued appearance of sinkholes.
Korea has a system in which it rewards up to $90,000 to anyone who helps discover historical and cultural properties. But 2 men who provided crucial information that led to the excavation of some 800 Goryeo Celadon pieces have not received their due reward for 5 years now. Here is their story.
An underwater excavation of cultural relics took place in waters off Yeonghung Island in Incheon for 3 years, starting in 2010. The excavation project discovered a part of a trader ship dubbed the Yeonghung-do from the 8th century unified Shilla dynasty. With the ship's remnants were also some artifacts. At the same location, some 800 pieces of Goryeo-era celadon were recovered as well. The ceramic items appear to have sunk to the bottom of the sea in the 12th century. The discovery of such precious cultural relics was attributed to 2 civilian divers.
바다 밑창에 그런 도자기 꾸러미가 계속 이렇게 궤를 이루고 있는 거예요. 많은 양이.
A reward of up to $90,000 is given to anyone who has helped discover ancient artifacts. But the 2 divers still haven't been paid their due reward, although it's been 5 years since they reported the sunken ship to the authorities and 2 years since the excavation ended. That's because the city of Incheon is feigning ignorance, claiming that there are no records of the city government receiving their tip.
했을 거라는 그런 심증은 가는데 자료가 없다는 거죠.
Critics say administrative incompetence is tarnishing the noble objective of the relic reward system.
Countries around the world are striving to develop unmanned aircraft. The Korea Aerospace Research Institute has developed the world's second unmanned aerial vehicle that is able to take off and land vertically. It also revealed other state-of-the-art unmanned aircraft. Let's take a look.
With the development of the TR-60 unmanned aerial vehicle, South Korea became the second nation in the world to launch a vessel of its type, following the U.S. It is capable of rising vertically like a helicopter. After takeoff, the propellers tilt forward and flight is possible at speeds of up to 240 kilometers an hour. That makes it twice as fast as a helicopter, with a range of approximately 5 hours of flight. The Korea Aerospace Research Institute aims to commercialize the unmanned aerial vehicle by 2020. An electrically powered unmanned vehicle using solar cells was also revealed. Farming land can be seen clearly through a built-in camera. The unmanned aircraft can serve as a substitute for satellites in meteorological observation or disaster monitoring.
안에 들어있는 배터리에 에너지를 충전했다가 밤에는 배터리 에너지로 비행을 합니다. 그래서 24시간을 비행을 합니다.
The global market for unmanned aerial vehicles is expected to grow 30% each year to nearly $12 billion by 2023.
The original Korean animated film Cloud Bread is poised to establish a presence in the global animation market, which so far has been dominated by U.S. and Japanese productions. Take a look.
The original Korean animation series Cloud Bread is about two kittens that get to fly into the sky after eating bread that their mom had baked for them. The innocent and rich imagination of the two characters, Hongbi and Hongshi, has captivated the hearts of many young viewers. Now, Cloud Bread is poised to advance into the global animation market. The Gangwon Information and Multimedia Corporation, the producer of Cloud Bread, has signed a production and distribution contract with a large U.S. animation company to lay a foundation for the series' advancement into the global arena.
세계적으로 통용될 수 있는 이야기 중심으로 꾸몄습니다. 그래서 우리 가족 이야기, 그 다음에 친구 사랑, 이웃 사랑, 이런 내용으로.
Cloud Bread and Piddly Palm will start airing on more than 200 channels worldwide in the middle of this month. Attention is being focused on how successful the original Korean animation film will be in the global market.
Many artists these days donate their talents. And two singers who were popular back in the 1980s will hold a concert to help former sex slaves of the Japanese army. Here's more from the world of show business.
Singers Lee Jung-seok and Lee Kyu-seok, popular artists in the 1980s and 90s, will hold a joint concert in New Jersey in June to help former sex slaves of the Japanese army. The purpose of the concert is to raise funds for the distribution of the testimonies of 12 victims compiled in the book Can You Hear Us? The Untold Narratives of Comfort Women, which was published last year. Soprano Sumi Cho will hold a concert for high school and college students free of charge on May 11th at the Seoul Arts Center, which can accommodate 2,500 viewers. Cho said she aims to present young, aspiring classical music artists with opportunities to appreciate her music because they normally can't afford tickets to her concerts. Who's Your Mama, the latest release from singer-producer Park Geun-hye, has topped 9 online music charts just a day after its release. Who's Your Mama features straightforward lyrics and a powerful electronic beat.
Spring brings high levels of pollen and dust, so it can be a nightmare for people suffering from such allergic skin reactions like rashes or hives. Doctors say that leaving skin rashes untreated can seriously affect overall health. Here are some ways to prevent or treat skin rash conditions.
Skin disorders caused by pollen or fine particulates in the air are particularly rampant in the spring. Skin rash is a common ailment that 15 to 20% of Koreans experience at least once in their lifetime. Hives or nettle rash appear as red swelling of the skin and are usually accompanied by itching.
자율신경계가 균형을 이루지 못하거나 땀 분비가 원활하게 일어나지 못하는 경우에 피부에 두드러기와 함께 매우 따끔거리는 증상을 동반합니다.
The most common type of rash or hives is caused by food, such as peanuts or peaches. Such allergic skin reactions can be treated fairly easily and quickly. Sensitization refers to getting rashes after coming into contact with a substance that did not cause any problems in the past. Other allergic reactions include cold urticaria, or hives that occur when exposed to cold weather, and dermatographism, a skin disorder triggered when the skin is scratched or rubbed. Solar urticaria, or hives caused by sunlight, can occur frequently in springtime when the ozone layer becomes thinner and ultraviolet rays stronger. Cholinergic urticaria is a skin condition that occurs when the body temperature climbs more than 1 degree from working out or excessive stress. Rashes can become a chronic ailment if not treated properly.
원인을 알 수 없이 두드러기가 6주 이상 지속된다면 만성 두드러기로 진단합니다. 따라서 두드러기가 6주 이상 지속되었다면 빠른 치료가 필요합니다.
Severe allergic reactions can cause pressure in the chest or breathing problems, as well as severe swelling of the skin called angioedema. In order to prevent skin rashes, stay away from spicy or overly acidic food. And wear clothes made out of cotton rather than synthetic fabric. But the most fundamental way to treat skin rashes is to boost the immune system. Light exercise and regular meals can help strengthen the immune system to prevent skin rashes and other springtime ailments.
And now let's take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.